Hope everyone's doing well. I wanted to make a quick video today about permits that you will need on the Appalachian Trail, and also where dogs are not allowed to be on the Appalachian Trail. So on the Appalachian Trail, there are two places that you do need to have mandatory permits. The first place will be in the Great Smoky Mountains. You need to purchase a $20 permit. You can get it before you start your hike, but you need to be careful because it's only good for 30 days. So unless you're planning on kind of cruising along that trail, don't get a permit before you get to the Smokies. What I did and what most people do is they at the next town before they go into the Smokies, they will purchase and print out a permit. At the Fontana Dam Hotel, you're able to do that. That's where I purchased mine, and they have a printer there where you can print it out. You will need to print it out and carry a copy of it with you in the Great Smoky Mountains. The rangers that are at the shelters, they do check. When I went through in 2018, I had one ranger ask to see my permit. The rest of them didn't, so it's really luck of the draw. But you definitely do not want to take the chance of going through the Smokies without first getting your permit like you're supposed to. There's a box that right at the beginning of the Smokies that you'll put a copy of it in so that they're aware of who you are, when you started, and such. So just be aware of that. That's the first permit that you need, and that's the only one that you have to pay for. The second one is through the Shenandoah National Park. They have a little form that you have to fill out right before you enter the Shenandoah Park, and then you get a copy, like a yellow copy of it after you filled it out, that you carry with you, preferably on your pack, but if it's raining you don't want it to get destroyed, but carry it with you. And again, when I was going through there, I did have one ranger stop me and want to see my permit, so don't take the chance of not filling that out and carrying it with you. They do check, and that one is for free, so not too bad. So another thing to consider is if you are traveling with your dog, there are two places. Yeah, you do. Have fun. There are two places along the Appalachian Trail where you're not allowed to have dogs. The first place is the Smoky Mountains. You're not allowed to have dogs through there. And also at the very end, if you're going northbound, or at the very beginning if you're going southbound, at Baxter State Park, when you summit Katahdin and enter that park, you're not allowed to have your dog with you. So, and there's no exceptions unless it's a service dog. So if you are traveling with your dog, they do have options where you can board your dog while you're going through those sections. I did not travel with my dog in 2018, but I did hear that it was quite expensive to do that, to board them. So just budget for that. I do plan on taking my dog, one of them, in 2021. I'm planning on taking Summer. This one right here. She's the toughest of these four, so I am hoping to take her with me for the majority, if not all, of the trail in 2021. So her and I will start training and doing some longer, colder hikes pretty soon to get her ready. But she's one tough little dog, so I'm looking forward to bringing her with me. A few things to consider: the weight of your extra gear to bring your dog. That, of course, that's going to be a factor. I did see a few dogs on the trail when I went in 2018, And I only saw in my, taking consideration, I was early. I was ahead of the bubble, so I was not in the bubble. I didn't see all the dogs that went on that trail, but of the few dogs that I did see when I was going through it in 2018, only one of them had made it to the end of the trail or throughout the whole trail. And I thought that was interesting, that dog did not carry a pack. So the owners of the dog they were very careful to not overstress their dog, and he never had any problems with his feet or anything like that because they carried his food and his gear, and they didn't make him have a pack to carry it himself. Some of the dogs that did have a pack, they did struggle with having feet issues, with their pads of their feet going raw. I don't know if that was completely related to the weight on their back or not, but I'm sure that did make it a challenge for them. So just keep that in mind. When I'm going to be taking Summer with me in 2021, and I will be carrying all of her stuff in gear. I won't have a pack for her. She won't be carrying anything. So that's just an option to take into consideration. No problem with your dog having a pack if they're used to that and they've trained and they're good to go with that. That's no problem at all. Another factor by going early was, at least in 2018, we hit a lot of snow and a lot of ice. So I know that was a factor for a lot of the dogs and having their feet pad issues. So by going a little bit later when it's warmer, you may not run into so many of those issues. But just keep in mind that you will have to board them or have a family member come and watch your dog while you go through the Smoky Mountains and Baxter State Park, because they do not allow dogs at all. So, yep, just keep those things in mind. I can't wait to hike with my dog this year. I think it'll be a lot of fun, and hope everybody's getting ready and geared up to get started in 2021. The hiking season is around the corner. So test out that gear, get outside and keep hiking, and have a great day. Bye.